Welcome friends. In this new video we discuss about prime and some results on prime numbers. Definition of prime is a very simple. P, an integer which is greater than 1, is called as a prime if its only divisor are 1 and p. Your screen, you can watch that an integer p is called as a prime if its only divisor are 1 and p. Its only divisor are 1 and p. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, like this are the prime numbers. Now observe the list of the prime numbers. This 2 is even and all other remaining are odd. So in this list we have only one even prime number. This is only one, and all other primes are odd numbers. And remaining all the numbers are called as composite number. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 dash dash. These numbers are called as a composite number. That means those numbers which are not prime number are called as a composite number. If we see the list of prime number and composite number, we can see that 1 is not a member of both of these, and therefore 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. Now friend, we will prove one theorem. If P is a prime and P is a divisor of AB, then P is a divisor of A or P is a divisor of B. This is the statement of this theorem. Let us prove this. Suppose if P is a divisor of A, then the statement is proved. There is nothing to prove. It is an obvious. We have proved that if P is a divisor of product, then this P is a divisor of one of them, and that number is A. It guarantees that we have a fixed number A. We have fixed number A for which P is divisor, of which P is a divisor. Okay. Now what happens if P is not a divisor of A? If P is not a divisor of A, then we have, look at this, P is a divisor of AB and P is not divisor of A. That means greatest common divisor of A and P is 1. But friend, we then apply the Euclid's lemma. Remember the statement of that Euclid lemma. If A is a divisor of BC and GCD of A comma B equal to 1, then this A is a divisor of C. Here you can see that P is a divisor of AB and GCD of A comma P is 1. Then by Euclid's lemma we have P is a divisor of B. This is by Euclid's lemma. Hence, if P is not a divisor of A, P is a divisor of B, which is very obvious. Let us extend this statement to more numbers. That means if P is a prime number, if P is a prime number and P is a divisor of A1, A2, AN, then P is a divisor of AK for some K where K lies between 1 and N. And this is a corollary of this theorem. Corollary. Proof of this is very simple. Again we use mathematical induction. If n is equal to 1, that means p is a divisor of a1, then there is nothing to prove. This is proved. It is obvious. If we have only one number and p is divisor of 1, that number, then it is proved. Again, if we take n is equal to 2, that means p is a divisor of a1 into a2, and by theorem, as we have just proved, p is a divisor of a1 or p is a divisor of a2. Whatever may be the case, p is a divisor of a1 or p is divisor of a2, then in that case we have proved that p is a divisor of ak for some k. Result is true in this case also. Now we assume that p is a divisor of a1, a2, an. Result is an minus 1. Then p is a divisor of ak for some k where 1 less than equal to k less than equal to n minus 1. Okay. Then p is a divisor of a1, a2, an minus 1 into an. Look at this. This is one number and this is one number. Then we can apply theorem. This implies p is a divisor of an or p is a divisor of a1, a2, an minus 1. So in any case, if p is a divisor of an in the product, then we have proved. If p is a divisor of a1, a2, an minus 1, then we have shown that p is a divisor of ak for some k where k is less than equal to 1 is less than equal to k less than equal to n minus 1. That is, it is true for k equal to n. Okay. So by mathematical induction, the statement is true for n numbers. Now in the next case, these are the any numbers a1, a2, an. If we take these are the prime numbers, suppose p is a prime and p is a divisor of q1, q2, qn. Okay, what we get then? Look at this. If p is a divisor of q1, q2, qn, then according to this corollary, p is a divisor of qk for some k. Here q1, q2, qn are primes. They are also prime. p is a divisor of qk. qk is a prime number. Then divisor of qk are 1 and qk. p is a prime. P is therefore p is a greater than 1. That means p cannot divide k. What it gives that p is a divisor of qk. That means p is a divisor of qk. Okay. Look at this. What is qk? Divisor of qk are 1 and qk. So this means that this p is a nothing but an qk, since only divisor of qk which is greater than 1 is a qk. So this p must be qk. Okay. So what we get if p is a divisor of q1, q2 and qn, where q1, q2, qn are primes, then p equal to qk for some k. If p is a divisor of product of primes, then that prime must be a member of that product. So this is a very important results regarding the prime numbers.